This is Tom Bay from Newport Brass. Today's video will show you how to replace a cartridge on any one of our 35mm or 25mm pull down kitchen faucets. This particular faucet is the Taft 35mm pull down, part number 2940-5103. in the finished satin bronze, which is the finish extension 10. So I've turned the water off hot and cold. The design of all the pull-down faucets consists of a unique and patented handle interface which separates the lever movement, open and close, from the rotational movement. And you can see it gives a unique look where the hub, which covers the cartridge from a decorative standpoint, rotates independently from the opening and closing of the handle itself. And that's a unique and patented feature which really adds to the functionality and nice interface that the user experiences in terms of durability and a feeling of a solid design. So to do a cartridge replacement, you have to remove the handle and the hub, and we'll remove the handle first. This particular handle has a set screw that holds it to the stem of the cartridge. Some of the handles have a design where there'll be a cap where you either pop it off or rotate it off to expose a screw that screws into the tip of the stem. This design handle has a set screw which engages with the side of the stem, and we're going to use either a 2mm or 5/64 Allen wrench to engage and loosen that set screw to remove the handle. Once it's loose from the stem, you can feel it and it slides right off. Okay. The stem actually has a plastic sleeve to help with the interface with the handle to prevent any slop. So you can see that plastic sleeve there. Now in terms of the hub is held in place with just an O-ring, so it pops right off. If you grab it, just pull it away. It will pull away from what we call the retention adapter there, which has the O-ring on it. I think you can see that. But worth noting is this hub has a unique internal design here which interfaces with those white teeth on the cartridge. So when we put it back on, you can see that I'm going to align it properly before I pop it in place. But before doing that, to replace the cartridge, of course, you have to remove the retention nut which houses the O-ring. The O-ring, of course, engages the hub, as I mentioned. And there's flats on that nut. Now you can either use a large wrench like I have here, or even a chain lock. We don't recommend using chain locks against finished surfaces, but this particular nut is not a finished surface, so let me adjust it. Not worried about the teeth potentially marking it. There's flats on the nut. So if you grab it and just rotate counterclockwise and loosen it slightly, and you can see it's going to basically unscrew from the body of the faucet. There's some lube on there on the nut because there's lube on the O-ring so that the hub can rotate smoothly. But once you've removed that nut, you can see the cartridge just pops right out. Now the cartridge has a gasket there. You can see it fell off. It stayed within the body of the faucet, and there's also a little orientation pin there, and the orientation pin on this faucet is at like an 11 o'clock angle. You can see that in there. I don't have a replacement cartridge, but if you had one, obviously you'd retrieve that gasket out and put the new cartridge in, which would have the gasket right there. I'm just going to put this back in place because I'm just going to reassemble. So once the cartridge is back in, just tighten the nut back up. There we go. Tighten the nut back up. Get it snug. You'll feel it tighten up. And if you make a note of the orientation of the flats too, you'll know to kind of where to take it to where it was previously, which is about that angle with the flats right there. And then the hub, like I said, these teeth inside, the detail within that hub aligns with that part of the cartridge. So you want to just get that in there, make sure it's aligned, pop it in over the O-ring, and there you go. Now, if you don't have the hub in the right orientation, you'll notice when you go to put the handle on, it won't look right. In this case, you can see I got it where it looks good. And then from there, it's just a matter of tightening that set screw. There you go. New cartridge. And it's functioning properly. So again, thank you for watching. If you're interested in seeing our products online, it's newportbrass.com. You can see there's the Taft faucet, and you can look at all of our various products in multiple finishes. And thanks again for watching.